So the theme words. Which side's of my microphone? Is it this side or this side? I don't know.
To your script, your scene, your moment.
Yeah. So the theme words in connection with my monologues. So I'm going to be looking first of all at train. The theme words are contain, chaos, mess, scared, unpredictable, alive, beauty, beauty, celebrate. In this monologue, I would say the one that mainly fits it is obviously chaos. But aside from that, contain, I think. We definitely have a lot of scared in this, and a lot of unpredictable. I would argue you've almost got a bit of alive in here. Obviously chaos, because there's a lot going on, the kid's getting overwhelmed. And that obviously relates with unpredictable too. We don't know where it's coming from, we don't know what's happening. There's a ball, then there's a kid, then there's a train, and there's a woman, then there's flowers, and a butterfly, and it's all a bit much. That's where the unpredictable comes in, but that's also where the scared comes in, because of the unpredictable nature of the platform itself leads, the unpredictableness of the platform and the chaos of the platform leads to the character feeling scared. That's where that comes from. And you could definitely argue that that combination of unpredictable chaos is a mess. Personally, I wouldn't describe it as a mess, but I can understand how that theme word could definitely link to it. And then contained, I feel like if you had to describe the character in one word, specifically in this scene, contained is what you would go for. Very inward, I'm aware that there's a lot of large circles of attention because he's obviously talking to the whole audience and he's taking up the centre stage and making every single person around aware of what he's saying. However, his physical body is much more contained, much more smaller, worried, and because of the fear, the scared that he feels. Alive, I would say the platform is alive. The way that we've blocked it, I wouldn't say fits in with alive, just because it's still images and it's almost looking back on the past and he can only remember specific things, which is why it's still images. They're not actually on the platform, they're looking back onto the platform. So I wouldn't describe it as alive, because can a memory really be alive? Beauty, I would say beauty fits quite well. This is the word I would pick over mess. Yes, you could describe the chaotic, unpredictable platform as a mess of people, and I think that's how Greg would describe it. However, from an audience point of view, certainly from a director's point of view, from a viewing experience, I think it's almost beauty rather than mess. You've got all of the actors as the ensemble are all have their images and they're all moving in sync in canon. I'm stood in the middle talking. We're using levels to show the hierarchy, the power that my character has in this moment. I think really makes it beauty rather than a mess, just because it's planned. Although the real platform, the platform that Gregory's describing, is an unpredictable mess of chaos that leads to him feeling scared and making him act contained. From a viewing experience, he has very outward, large circles of attention, manner, talking to everyone, and I think the platform is beautiful. Celebrate, I don't really think that could fit. However, Celebrate fits a lot more with part 3 at the end. This monologue is much more joyful, much more happy, it's much more calmer. For example, this time I wouldn't use the words unpredictable or chaos, as this is the end of the play Chaos. I think this isn't chaos. The chaos has happened. We've just had the scene called Chaos, where everything's come together and it's all become this huge, overwhelming mess. In this scene, it all calms down and the mess disappears, the scared disappears, the unpredictable nature disappears. The scene itself this time is much more contained, whereas the person is much more relaxed. Greg is much more relaxed this time, but the scene itself is much more contained. It's a lot smaller. I think it definitely talks about alive and celebrate, whereas the other two don't in this one. We haven't blocked this out, so I couldn't tell you what the movement is going to be, what the ensemble, what the viewing experience is going to be, because we haven't blocked that out yet, and I'm fully aware it's going to be an ensemble piece created by our director. However, celebrate happens because the stage directions depict saying it's brighter, it's lighter, it's really, you can only depict that as happier. Everyone is holding balls, a butterfly flies past. In the light we can see everyone, the whole cast. It just feels a lot more inclusive, peaceful, joyful look on the world compared to the perhaps more chaotic, dour, scared mess that we've seen throughout the piece. This is the juxtaposition of it, which is why I think Alive and Celebrate and Beauty again fits, however, in a very different way. Beauty fits literally, not literally, the other one fits literally. This time it fits more metaphorically. Greg is sat in the car and he's going, yeah, the world is beautiful, I'm feeling happy, everything is happy. Whereas in the first one, it's beautiful to look at. The second one we haven't plotted out, so I don't know. But I think it more metaphorically fits beautiful. So that's, I think, the difference. We're setting up. In the first one, we're using these words to set up, to prepare the audience for this world of chaos we're about to do. We're preparing them for a chaotic mess of fear, unpredictable natures. And then at the end, we're going, yes, but there is beauty in Celebrate and Alive.